welcome to your workout. This is going to be a yoga workout for your back pain. And obviously, if you have back pain that needs medical attention, you are seeing a doctor and using common sense about that. Don't have to tell you that. These are simple exercises fit for just about anybody can do these, and you just need your mat. It's going to be one of the longer videos. Just wanted to thank you all for your support and keeping my channel growing. I like to see this upward trend, and I'm going to try to catch you guys live every week. And so much, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to get down on the mat and we'll get through this workout, and I'll catch you in just a second. Let's start down on the mat. We're going to start with a side body stretch. We're focusing on our back muscles today, and a gentle workout for your lower back pain. So you are really reaching into this side body stretch. Then let's come over and do the other side. You can sit on the hip and push outward. My pants are poking me in the heel. And push outward, and then you have your extension on one side and your flexion on the other side. Extending down the side body here, flexing on the crunched side of your obliques there. Okay, now let's take it down the middle. Child's pose stretch. A few breaths here. Get some relief on the back. And then we're going to come down onto our bellies in a prone position in a Sphinx stretch. You're propped up here. Let's kick single leg kicks from this pose. So we're adding in a little bit of a Pilates exercise with our yoga. All right, then take it down a little bit. Let's reach the hands back and lift up the legs and lower. This is our locust pose. You can also clasp your hands behind you. And do about 10 of these. 9 and 10. And if you can, reach back to grab the feet. This will get a deep stretch into your quad muscles. If you're not able to grab your feet, just push your hands back to some degree. Maybe tap your heels, just see if you can reach back there. Get a good stretch. All right, relax the feet for just a second. We're going to pop up onto our forearms for a forearm or a low plank. So bring it on down, and let's just hang out here for 20 seconds. If you need to rest your knees on the floor, you can also do that. Let's bring the knees down and do a deep puppy pose stretch that gets into the upper spine. And then let's push up into our downward facing dog. Now we'll get into some of the yoga poses that help with the spine. Go ahead and step forward with your right foot into a low lunge position. Let's hold here. Relaxing. Then tuck your toes under, use your hands for support, and let's come up into a high lunge position. And then take your hands and twist to the outside of that right knee. If your right knee is forward, twist here. to open our body up into a warrior two. Let's go into a peaceful warrior. And then our extended side angle a few times. Back and forth. And back and forth. Reaching back and forth. And then we're going to drop down the right arm into our Trikonasana triangle pose. Now our legs are in that V shape triangle pose. If you want to wrap your arm behind you, you can do that as well, or keep it straight up. And then let's return to our lunge position. And then we're going to take a plank chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin to the floor. Come up into upward facing dog. This is a good stretch for your spine. Stretch, I couldn't even say it. And then push back into downward facing dog. We're going to reset and do the same thing on the second side or your left side. Deep breath here. Step forward. Drop into your low lunge position. Hold. Curl the toes under. Use your hands for support to come up into your high lunge. And then let's take the twist. Press your fingers and hands together, and we twist outside of the left knee. Good twist here, good stretch. And then we're going to open up into warrior two. Strong warrior two, opening up that front knee and then pushing back into peaceful warrior and extended side angle a few times. And 4. One more. 5. And reach. Then straighten that knee and bring yourself into a triangle pose, Trikonasana pose. Either your hand is inside on the leg or outside of the leg. Maybe wrap your arm behind your back. Let's take it back down to our lunge position before we step back into downward facing dog. Hands back to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. Roll forward into plank chaturanga dandasana. And then back into downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. We're going to kick up the right leg. Hold. Deep stretch in that back, in the legs and the body. And then let's bring the right knee and pause here. Upper body strength. Pause in that plank. Then set down the right leg and slide into a pigeon pose. You can adjust your front knee if you need to. And if you need blocks underneath your hip, you can also do that. And then let's take our fingertips out to the side and lower and lift the upper body. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Prop yourselves back up. Catch the back foot for a stretch in the quad. Oh, and then it'll make you just sleep. Doggies. And then let's release the leg. Sit down onto your hip and turn your body. So bring that back leg to the front. Let's get a spine twist stretch here. You're either hugging the top knee and try to set both hips on the floor, or take your elbow and push it to the outside of that knee. And hand is just up behind your back. Nice little spine twist here. Go ahead and unravel. Let's undo the legs. Take it into a forward fold. Maybe bend, alternate the legs, bend one knee at a time. Hands come behind you and push up into a leg pull back support, or just a backwards plank. And then come to a seated position. We're going to go forward, roll yourself forward onto your hands and knees. Hop up into downward facing dog. Let's take our flow, plank, chaturanga, come up into upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. A couple of breaths here. Let's lift up the left leg, hold. Deep stretch here in this three-legged dog position. Then take the left knee slow and hold. And then let's set that left leg down for our deep pigeon stretch. Holding here. Just a few seconds. And then let's take our hands out wide to a tented position and lower and lift the chest for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Push back up and grab either with the same hand or the opposite hand. So you can take your foot with whichever hand you prefer. Reaching back to get a good quad stretch. And then relax that foot. Now let's sit onto the left hip and swing the leg around. You're hugging the knee, or you're going to take your elbow and press it against the back of that knee, and that hand is coming in closer to your spine. And you can look over your shoulder to deepen that stretch. And then release. Let's take the legs out wide or out front. Seated forward fold. Hands to the feet or underneath the knees. You can also do that chicken stretch that we've been practicing. The hands go through the legs like this, and then you can press on the back of your head. That's a nice forward fold and a back stretch for you. And then let's release. Push the hands behind you. Come up into leg pull, back support, or just your backwards plank, reverse plank. And then we're going to sit down. We're going to do a few of our, before we go back into our downward facing dog, let's do a few of our bridge stretches. This is good for the glutes. So you're going to tap your hips to the floor and push up for 1, 2, squeezing the glutes as you go up, 3, 4, and 5, holding. And then walk your feet underneath you, bring your knees to the floor. Push up into downward facing dog, holding, and roll forward into your plank, chaturanga dandasana, up into upward facing dog, knees down to the floor, down into child's pose. Walk your hands out to the side, either together or split arms for a good side body stretch. And then walk them to the other side. For a spine stretch here. And then push up to a seated position. Let's come down to our spines. So rolling like a ball to get down. Pick up your feet off the floor and roll backwards and then just stay here. Let's invert ourselves for just a few. So taking your legs either up against a wall or just up in the air and just hold here. 20 seconds relaxing in this pose. Your spine is pressed into the mat. All right. Bring the knees into the chest for a little hug. And let's rock and roll to the left and to the right. All right. Now let's grab our big toes. You guys know what's next. This is our happy baby. Happy baby is one of the most favorite stretches. Grabbing your big toes and just letting your legs fall closer to the ground. Your spine is pressed into the mat. Relax in this pose. And bring the feet together into your Supta Baddha Konasana, your butterfly stretch. So nestle into the stretch. Try to press, suction cup your feet together. Put some pressure on the feet. Hold in that pressed variation and then relax. So you're contracting your glute muscles. Press in again. And then release. And then let's do it one more time. Press in again. And then release. And one more. These are fun. Press your feet together. And then relax. Bring the knees together. Now we're going to take it into a spine twist. So let's lift the knees up and set them down, kind of level with your belly button. Maybe put your hand on top of the top knee and extend your other arm behind you. You need a little space to your side, and then that's my back cracking. And then look over to that opposite side. I'm trying to pop my back. There it goes. Then let's extend the legs out completely. So now you've got this nice little extended leg spine twist stretch. And fold the knees in. Let's try the other side. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. Okay. Pick up your knees, drop them down to one side, and top hand can go, the hand can go on top of your knee, and then take the other arm and extend it out. Let's stretch here for a few. Go ahead and extend the legs out completely. You need some space out. And then extend your legs out and keep looking over to the other side. And then fold the knees in and bring them in again. All right, let's roll ourselves up, vertebra by vertebra. Press your feet into the mat to be able to get yourself up. We're gonna go wide with the legs. Let's go into a wide leg stretch. Now this one you can use props, a pillow, or something up here in the middle to fold your arms on top of. If you're able to go a little bit lower, you can try that. And then just relax into this stretch as long as you can. See if you can take your stretch a little bit wider. And then let's reach over to one side. Reach, reach, reach. Let's pick up both arms. Deepen that stretch, keeping both hips on the floor. Come up tall. Let's take it to the other side. Start with the arm down, and then we're gonna lift it up, and then readjust. Pick that arm up, and then come back center and bring it down. Walk the legs in together. We're gonna do our fun hip stretch. Press your hands behind you. Sit up into this hip stretch. Also a good little back bend. And come down. Cross the other leg in front. Push up again. And then take it back down. And then let's come up onto our knees into a cosmic egg. So you're standing on your toes and crouched over your toes, over your knees. And then let's fold the arms. Give our legs a hug. Maybe close your eyes if you can. Get a good back stretch here. Ooh, try to balance. All right, and that's going to be it for today's workout. Gentle, easy flow, suitable for most fitness levels. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have some pain relief soon. Take care. Bye.